Loic just made $28,000 last month with his AI agency. Maybe you want to talk about what industry you're in now and I guess how you're getting clients?
I haven't seen this anywhere actually. So my niche is call centers. I'll actually apply for the job and during the interview I'll pitch it. That's how I landed one client actually.
You calling up that call center and you randomly realized this service is terrible, let's replace this. What's one big mistake you made?
I was one of those people that thought we were going to get rich overnight.
All right, guys, we got in a quick interview with Loic here. Loic just made $28,000 last month with his AI agency, and he's in a pretty unique niche I've never heard anyone in before. And obviously, he's crushing it right now. So, Loic, maybe give the quick intro on yourself, your background, and yeah.
Well, hey everybody, my name is Loic. I'm originally from Canada. I'm from the French-speaking part of Canada, so I'm from Montreal. And I've gotten into business. I was always into business since I was young, but I started my agency about 5 to 6 months ago, and things are going good.
100%. And so how much exactly did you make last month, just so I'm correct?
Last month, we made 28,000 cash collected.
28,000. The month before, how much did you make?
We made
17,000. Okay, gotcha.
Exactly.
And we were obviously talking a little bit before this. You've been in the agency space for actually a while, maybe not the AI agency space, but in general, the whole social media marketing agency space for a while. So maybe do you want to just give the full kind of background of obviously you were in high school, maybe you found someone online just like I did, went down the rabbit hole of starting your business, and then it kind of just went up from there. Maybe you want to just give the whole context on where you were?
Yeah, of course. So everything started when I was 15. So when I was 15, I was always in the online money space, but never really I was selling skins on CS:GO, if you know what that is. Everything started basically when I found Andrew Tate. Not that I'm an Andrew Tate fanboy, but he started explaining how you can actually make money online without having to wake up at 7 in the morning and just being the owner of your time, because that's the only valuable you can buy is your time. And I just wanted to be the master of my time. So that's how I started. Started off with a SMMA, made about 5,000 to 7,000 a month, in my peak. And then I shifted, I had a weird transition where I was working a job and didn't really know what I wanted to do. Then when I quit my job, I started my AI agency, and this is where I'm at.
1,000%. So you started your agency, you said when you were 15, or was that when you were 16? You're a social media marketing agency.
Started at 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
And was it all just from Andrew Tate?
Well, kind of, yeah. Because
maybe Iman or some other guys. That's kind of who I learned from. I don't know if you.
Well, yeah, Iman, of course, but Andrew was the one who gave me the idea. And then I just fell down the rabbit hole and started watching videos about plenty of YouTubers. I don't really have one in specific. For AI, it would be you, but for SMMA, I just really consumed everything. But Iman, of course.
100%.
He was a
100%.
pioneer.
Cool. So with you right now, or with your agency prior, so the social media marketing agency, before you went into the whole AI agency, so you transitioned your social media marketing agency to an AI agency, you said, what was it, earlier this year?
Exactly. So around April, May, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And then before that, with your existing SMMA, what niche were you in? And okay, so you said you were making 5 to 7K a month. How long did it take you to get your first client? Stuff like that. Because I think all this context will be good for people to understand. It's not like you just popped up out of nowhere and made almost 30 grand a month. There was a lot of skills.
It took a long time. Actually, didn't start making money. Maybe I think for 3 months. 3 months I was just trying, learning. And then I landed a contract with a coffee shop. So they wanted to get more customers. So we filmed quick videos and just grew their personal brand on Instagram. That's what really started it from there. So I made my first amount of money, and it motivated me to go and get more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So it took you a few months.
Exactly. 2 to 3 months to actually start making money.
Gotcha. So what made you make the change? And then we'll kind of go into your industry, your offer, how you're getting clients. Because the way you're getting clients, like I told you before, I was I haven't heard anyone do that. It was pretty smart. So what made you make the change from the kind of SMMA to AI agency earlier this year?
Well, I was getting tired of SMMA, to be honest. Like, I wasn't like during the time I was working the job, I really wasn't going on it full time. Like, I was closing like maybe one or two clients a month. So it really like it was dying down in the background, but I still had that experience of running Facebook ads and everything, like Meta ads, all that stuff. And then I came across your channel, and I was always interested in AI because when ChatGPT came out, and so it really opened my eyes, probably for a lot of people too. And like, wow, this stuff is actually crazy. Like, it's the future, and if you can't foresee it, well, it's
Yeah, you'll get
not in
left
the best
behind.
position. Like, you see what I mean? You're going to be left behind.
Yep.
Started getting interested in AI from there, and then I found your channel, and what really clicked is we had kind of like the same. I don't want to say come up, but like we had the same hobbies, like SMMA and then AI, and then like you combined both, and that's what I liked. So
Yeah.
that's how it
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
started.
We were talking a little bit before this about like how we spend our money and stuff, which maybe we'll talk about a little bit later in this video as well, because I guess that's unique too. I guess the way maybe not blowing your money in this whole space is a super unique thing, which is kind of interesting. So, okay, so you kind of find my channel. That was earlier this year. Started, sounds like, with my 5-hour course just on YouTube for free.
Yeah,
Saw
exactly,
that, and then you didn't join my mastermind until September, right?
exactly.
And what were you making on average per month back in like September?
I was making around 7, 8, 9K
Okay.
just by landing different contracts here and there. Like I
Okay.
was working long hours, but nothing really concrete because I was targeting real estate agents, solar, just going everywhere.
Right.
Wasn't really
And
it.
then right as you joined the program, or I guess the mastermind, you kind of made the switch to go all in on one. Sounds like
Exactly.
from
Yeah,
your one
exactly.
industry or one niche. And then obviously you went from that 8K a month or whatever to 17K, then 28K, last month in October. And
Yeah.
obviously you're doing pretty well this month as well. So maybe talk about your agency right now. So you were working with home service, kind of just local businesses prior with your SMMA. You were doing all right with it, 7, 8K a month. Transition to the whole AI agency was broad for a bit, but right in September, as kind of like I met you, you made a pivot. Maybe do you want to talk about what industry you're in now and like, I guess, how you're getting clients?
Yeah, of course. So I haven't seen this anywhere actually. So my niche is call centers. So everything that has to do with customer service, agent training, well, not agent training, but like workplace training, all those type of stuff. Like you're at your job, you have to do something on the computer, you don't really know, you call support. Well, this is all being replaced. So yeah, I mean call centers. And the way I have clients is it's all with outreach, so cold email, cold calling, and also started doing something. So I go on Indeed, and then whichever company that's looking for a customer service rep, I'll just go on that company, find the owner, outreach, like cold call him, cold email, whatever. And then if I don't get any response, I'll actually apply for the job. And during the interview, I'll pitch it. And that's how I landed one client actually. He was like, "Wow, you're determined. Like you're the type of person I want to work with." I was like, "Thank you, man."
So your
So yeah,
niche is
that's
call
so it
centers.
started.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
this where it's kind of unique because like you're doing the whole AI agency offer for them, correct? So you're doing
Yes,
ads, lead generation, and you're setting up the AI caller with retail, correct, for them?
exactly.
Perfect. Um, so with that, what are you charging on average for these call centers?
So how I work is I have two options. One is the pay now option. So let's say you have 5 employees and you're paying 100K a year to those employees. What I'll do is I'll take 10% of that of the money we save. So if you're firing 10 employees and that costs you 100K, I'm going to take 10% of 100K. So 10K plus a 3K system build fee. Or like that's a pay now offer. And I have a second offer where I dish out 1 month for free. And then I take 35% of everything, of all the money I save, divided by 12. So by monthly payments. So let's say I'm saving 100K divided by 12, it's 1,200 every month. That comes in.
Okay, so
Or
it's
actually,
a
no,
very
not
heavy
10%,
recurring
35,
model.
35% of that. I can't really do the math right now, but it would be
Okay, so if it's like
3,500.
100K, then you get 35K.
Exactly. 35K
Okay,
divided by 12 per month.
I see. And then you bill it monthly. So right now your recurring is super high. How much do you make like recurring a month right now?
We're at 28.
Yeah, so you make 28K a month recurring. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly. Exactly.
Jeez, that's super okay. So because that's an interesting model, and that's for context. People understand the whole SMMA model where you just do ads, but you're doing both for them. So do you have any sort of like guarantees? Like obviously, I know you have like your month trial period that if they like it, sometimes they'll sign on after that. Um, and you're doing no paid ads. This is like almost all profit, I assume.
Yeah, no paid ads because there's no really way to reach them with paid ads. Like people that own call centers are like a very niche type of person. Like, they're not common. So running paid ads wouldn't be that beneficial.
I think my advice to you there is I think it's paid ads is actually still worth a shot. You'd be surprised how effective that could be, but obviously you're crushing it with just what you're doing now, which is outreach, which is insane. So, do you have any guarantees that you do for them? Like any sort of like guarantees in your offer or no?
Not really. Like we go through the points, and I'm like, well, one, my agents are never gonna call in sick. Like you're basically working 24/7 for for a fraction of the price. But I do have a guarantee for that for the lead generation. So how I work is I'll run ads for the for like basically companies that want to hire customer support. So there's the call center up here, and then there's running ads, and then the people down here are the customers. So for example, you own a small company with 10 employees and you need customer support, then you hire a call center. So that's uh, why I run ads for them, so they can get more clients. So I have a
I see.
guarantee of five new clients during the year, and yeah, that's my offer.
Okay, so how does it? So five new clients in the year. So is that like using the AI callers? It'll get them five new clients through your ads in the AI callers. Is that how that works?
Partly. So the AI callers, they basically replace the workers, right?
Sure.
So you're saving time and money. And for the lead, for the ads, it's basically like the same model. It qualifies the lead and then it passes them up to an interview and see if
So
this
you're setting
prospect
up
is worth it.
inbound and outbound agents.
Exactly.
Ah, okay. And you do all that yourself through retail, which I got to get you on the app. We have Symponic Connector, which
Of
I was
course.
talking to you about before. That's gonna make it a lot easier because I know you, including yourself, people use like N8N or
Yeah.
Make.com or whatever to connect all
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
That is a pain. That is so like
Yeah.
too
I
much. You
agree.
know, we
I
need to
agree with
just
you.
one click it. So I'll show you that after the call and stuff
All right.
after
That's
this
perfect.
interview. But um, cool. Currently for you, how do you see yourself scaling? Obviously, you have a massive recurring base, which most agencies, SMMAs don't have. AI agencies do, just inherently with how much more maintenance there is to charge for. But how do you see yourself scaling with the current acquisition system you have? Because right now you're simply just doing outreach to get it, meaning it's like all
Exactly.
profit and it's great. But how are you going to hit numbers where it's like 50K a month, 100K a month? How is it like, what's your plan?
My plan is to one, well, I have two options. I haven't really figured it out. I'm gonna wait till I make more money to take action on this. But the first option would be either hiring my own sales team, like setting up a team that does outreach for me, and then like just straight calling, like 8, 9 hours a day, five people. So that's for sure gonna grow the business exponentially. The other option would be working with a growth agency. So
Hmm.
just basically like the same as option one, but I'm just paying another agency instead of having to go out and find sellers and everything.
Okay, so this would be a group of people, salespeople that would go out and go find you new clients essentially.
Exactly. New call center owners, basically.
Hmm. Okay. Or you try paid ads. You haven't tried paid ads, have you?
Never. But
Okay.
I've gotten really interested in those though. Like geez, these this past week, I actually went back and watched all the Peter videos of the ads. He had like an hour and a half video on ads, and I'll start running them maybe in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'll help you set it up and stuff because there's a right and wrong way to set it up, especially since you probably have a bit of a higher budget. But all that being said, I'm just curious, what was the thing for you that shifted it from like the 8K a month to now almost 30K a month? Because that's a pretty big leap, right? So you must have done certain things back if we're comparing or yeah, it would be no, it would be August, right before you joined the mastermind to October. That's a pretty close time frame to go from where you were to obviously 8K a month to 30K a month. What were the steps you took to scale?
To be honest, I just went back to the drawing board because I saw that the current like niches I was trying weren't working at all. Well, they were working. Don't get me wrong. You can get clients, but uh, I want more money. Like I want some more. So I went back to the drawing board and I just I think I spent a day or two just like thinking, just like think, trying to find niches. And then what actually happened is I had a problem with one of my microphones and I had to call customer support to ask them like, oh, how do I plug this in? Then the wait time, I waited like 25 minutes. And I was like, shit, I don't want to deal with that company anymore. So then I just thought like, what if I target call centers? And that's like where it really took off because the way I price my offers, they're dishing out so much money on employees that 10% is like they pay without even thinking. They don't go it's a no-brainer. Like they keep 2 or 3 employees if any cases needs like a human, but other than that, they just dish out money because it's they never seen this before. Well,
1,000%.
for the smaller ones, for the bigger ones, like we talked prior to this interview, the bigger ones they have already been pitched and they're dishing out so much money and like they have their own technologies, which makes it a lot harder.
They have a lot
to
more money.
Exactly. So you can't really
Yeah,
compete with them. Like they have their own technologies, but the smaller ones where like they have maybe 10, 15 employees that those are the gold mines.
I see. How many clients are you currently working with right now?
Currently 3.
3 clients.
Yeah,
So that means each client on average, like that's like almost 10K a month per client.
exactly. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? So then that means you must be saving them a lot of money every single year in payroll to receptionists, and then also you're also doing ads for them as a service.
Exactly.
So it goes hand in hand. Yeah, I mean that's why I see people sometimes online on like Instagram and whatnot, and they're like they're kind of like bashing selling AI to local businesses. They're like, oh, this doesn't work. This would never work. It's like oh, I guess maybe I'll ask you, like, what do you say to people that say that? Like, do you have a response? Because now you're
Well,
obviously doing that.
yeah, like I mean, I agree to a certain point, but like you can't really expect to start making 50K a month if you just like build a GHL voice caller and try to sell it
A
to a
thousand
restaurant
percent.
for
Yeah,
try to sell it for a restaurant for 2,500 a month. Like that's never gonna work. But if you target a specific need, like a specific problem, and you actually have a good solution that's worth paying, well, 1,000% go for it because people are going to pay it either way. If they're not going to pay you, they're going to pay the other guy that walks in the door. Just take the opportunity, like take the chance, jump on the chance. And, yeah, that would be it.
exactly. Yeah,
Just
no, I
try.
think you're right. One thing for you, I think that was big is defining on one niche, right? Because or
Yeah,
niche, people say it
exactly.
both ways, but defining on one industry because for you going broad, it's like I always say, it's like you're not going to make a lot of money. I mean, you can, but you're not going to make as much money as you could if you're like average it all and master of none. You know, like if
Exactly.
you're a
Yeah.
master of one, then that's where like the real money lies. And obviously you're saying it here, which is like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
found a segment of the market that has a massive budget for people like you, and all they need to do is implement it. So if we get a little bit more technical here, let's say you jump on a sales call. I'm curious to
Mhm.
hear how your pitch goes because obviously it sounds like you have certain options where you could do like a month for free to show them how it works and then you pitch them. Maybe talk about how you're actually like within the sales process with these people doing it.
So how I work is I explain well I first of all like any salesman I gather info on their business. So how much are you guys making? How much are you paying your employees? Is there anything you can is there any problems with whatever? Then I just for like 5 to 6 minutes I just like we talk about their businesses and then I just pitch like, oh hey, I have this service that can save you X amount of money per year with a small investment of this, and on the upside I'll get you more clients in the door. So it's basically like a no-brainer. Like, well, it's not a no-brainer because some people have rejected it because they don't like the bots. They say, I
So
don't
yeah,
want to get
some people aren't.
replaced. Like
Yeah,
the
I've
technology
noticed that.
scares them, but
Hmm.
but they all told me like it's a really good idea. Like you're gonna make a lot of money doing this. But yeah, that's pretty much. I'm just straightforward. I just explain to them what I do, how I can save them money, and how I can get more clients in the door, and it's up to them afterwards.
I see. I see. What's the fulfillment process like? Obviously, it sounds like you're doing it majority yourself. Do you have any team members?
No, I'm doing everything myself.
Dang. So you're
But
okay.
the
You're spending a lot
fulfillment,
of time.
yeah, a lot of time. Because the biggest problem isn't really building the AI callers or everything, it's the knowledge base. So how we work is with each offer, we give out 1 month for free. And during 1 week of that month, all the recorded calls get sent. Well, they get sent to me, and then we train the AI. We train the callers based on those interactions. So the biggest part of the fulfillment would be the knowledge base because like it takes a lot of time. Like for the AI to actually get it right, you have to you have to reprompt it a
Is it
lot of
not the
times.
prompting? I feel like prompting for most of
Yeah,
our
well,
clients
yeah.
is what takes a
It
lot of
would be
time.
it would be the prompting, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. And then do you use a tool called Manus? I know I've shared it a few times in the mastermind. I barely showed it on my YouTube channel. Have you used that tool, Manus AI? Okay, what you can do is so imagine you have it's better than ChatGPT in a lot of ways. Everyone who's watching this, you guys can look it up. It's called Manus AI. My favorite AI out there, 1,000%. And I'm not the guy that likes to get caught up in all these new AI things. Like I like to just find good ones and then just stick with it. But Manus is pretty crazy. So what you can do is you can just take all the transcripts, or you can even if you have the MP, I think it would be MP3 files of each of the audio recordings from other calls for your client. You could have 100 of them. Upload it all to Manus, and it will make the knowledge base for you that you could then import into retail. That's what we've done for certain clients of ours. It makes it a lot easier. Like it saves you a ton
All
of
right.
time.
I'm definitely going to be using that. Most
Yeah, look it
definitely.
up. Manus AI,
All right.
MANUS. So it's definitely worth it. Cool, 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 cool. What we could jump into kind of like maybe advice you'd have to certain people starting an AI agency because obviously you're on the come up now. Like we'll talk about your goals as well. But what advice do you have to someone that's starting? Because obviously it's like people think it's overnight, and I'll be the one guy on YouTube, even if this gets me less views or it hurts me, that just says, dude, it's gonna take time. Like this is not some
Of
crypto get
course.
rich quick scheme. Like you're building a real business and this takes months to see success. This is
Mhm.
not some like a
Yeah.
few day thing I see people say on social media. That's just lies. That's straight up lies. So what advice do you give to someone who's starting out today?
Well, my advice to be would be just keep your head down and get the work in. Try to jump on every opportunity that you can. Like that would be well, that's what really helped me and just like momentum in general. Like once you have momentum, like, don't stop. Because like we said beforehand, you don't build a snowman by getting a small snowball and another small and like, trying to like
Roll it
glue
all
everything
together.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just take one, you just start with a small ball and then you grow, you grow,
You
you grow.
roll it into, yeah,
So
1,000% you stick
once
with one.
so once things are going, well, not your way, but like things are going, don't stop because that's when the real success happens. Like once the ball is rolling, and just keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. That's when everything
Yeah.
falls in place.
100%. What's one big mistake you made?
One big mistake I made was thinking I was better than everybody else, thinking that I was going to get rich overnight. Thinking that like I would see videos on Instagram and I would say, oh, he's not doing it correctly. Like if I start, I'll do it. I'll do way better. So I just jumped in the game with not the right mindset because I was one of those people that thought we were going to get rich overnight. Didn't happen like that, man. It was like long nights, early mornings.
Yeah. You know, when I look back at my journey, I think I thought that a little bit too, because it's like, imagine you pull up social media and it's like everyone's saying you're going to make 10K a month in a few weeks. It's like, well, shit, sign me up, dude. Like, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll make 10K a month next month. And it's like, it's just furthest from the truth. And I think obviously there's a lot of people to blame for this. Like, I try to make it very clear in my content that that's just not reasonable and it's not going to happen unless you take massive action. And it's like, even with that, you need luck. Like, people don't talk about luck. Like, luck is a massive element. Just like you calling up that call center or that, person for your repairing your mic or whatever, and you randomly realized this service is terrible. Let's replace this. Like, there's an
No,
element of luck in that, right? And obviously,
yeah,
you were quick enough to capitalize on it. But that's what I would say as well. So I like that. Just keep your head down and
yeah,
stick to one thing and then build it. Don't try to
exactly,
build 10 different
exactly.
ships when you can build one really good one and let it sail. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Because a lot of people are into instant gratification. Like let's say, for example, they go to the gym. Like you can spend 12 hours in one day at the gym. You're not going to get any bigger. You're just going to get sore. You have to get the ball rolling, trust the process, and that's when things really start falling into place.
Business is just like the gym. Like
Yeah,
it's like day in, day out, just like consistency over time. And it's like,
consistency, exactly, and
yeah,
resilience also, like because you can't get to a yes without going to through a no. So if you stop at the first no, you're never going to get to a yes. If you stop at the third no, you're not going to get to a yes. So just
yep, exactly.
keep pushing,
Thousand
keep
percent.
pushing.
What are your goals? I'm curious. Maybe in the next like we'll talk about goals 90 days from now, and we'll talk about
Mhm.
goals 6 months from now.
So the next 90 days would be to scale my agency past 50K a month. And I feel like that's like extremely doable. And it won't happen overnight, but the way I set up the contracts, it's really like
You have a lot of recurring, so you just need to
yeah,
build on that.
exactly. Exactly. I just have to build my outreach system. So that would be the main goal in the next 90 days. Just keep my head down and start building even more. And what did you say? The next 6 months? The next 6 months, work on my company. Like, pretty much it. Probably find like travel the world, find a new hobby, find hobbies.
Yeah,
But just like
100%.
keep the work, keep putting the work in and enjoying life. That would be my goal.
Are you the type of person, because everyone's different, are you the type of person that has to hit these certain numbers like 100K a month, 200K a month, 300K a month, or are you more of the guy that's like 50K a month has been the goal? That is my goal. And we're talking high profit margins too. Like I've reiterated here, like a lot of people throw these numbers out online, but it's like you figure out they're making like 1 grand a month profit or even
Yeah.
sometimes negative. With you, it's very, very high profit margins. And that's something, a big clear distinction is revenue and profits. For you, are you the type of person that just wants to make 50K a month profit and be like, I'm good with that? Or do you want to scale past that? And there's
Well,
no
I
wrong
definitely
answer to be
I
clear.
definitely want to scale past that, but I also want to enjoy life, right? So like I don't want to be a billionaire, honestly. Like I'm cool with a couple million, just like having my small life, like having my family. So I don't really care about making like that much money. Like my goal is 100K a month, and like once you're making like you know how it is. Once you're making 100K a month, whether you're traveling in your own private jet or traveling in a rental private jet, like nothing really
Yeah.
changes. You feel me?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't. I couldn't say I want to scale that much. I just want to make enough so I don't have to stress about anything. I do what I want to do when I want to do it. And that's about it. That's my goal. Actually, that's my life. My life goal is doing what I want when I want to do it.
Yeah.
Being the master
100%.
of my own time.
Yeah. 1,000%. I like it. We have a lot of similarities as we were talking about before this call. I don't know. Maybe we jump into it. I mean, like we got the time here. Maybe people are
Yeah,
listening
of
that
course.
want to hear some more context kind of on just like the back end side. I mean, this is still business, but like where you spend your money. And obviously, we're saying here we're pretty similar in this case, but maybe talk about like, okay, you're making, let's say you make on average 20K a month profit right now.
Hmm.
And I know
Yeah.
it's a bit more than that, but we'll just be conservative. Out of that 20K, how are you using it? You want to talk about how you manage finances a
Yeah,
little bit and
of
how you're getting
course.
ahead?
So how I work is since I was young, I was always interested like in investments. So I invest like most of my money I invested. Like I'm not really the big spender type of person, but if I do spend money, it'll be one like either on a trip or on a nice watch because I'm really into watches. But for the most part, it's just straight into investments and forget about it.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking before this about just the simple skill, and it's not even, I mean, maybe it is a skill, but just dollar cost averaging. Just
Yeah,
every single week,
exactly.
invest X amount of dollars into the market or to companies you believe in, whatever it is. You don't got to be risky with it, but you could just put it somewhere aside to where that compounds over years and years and years. Like that's something I think the whole online space has done absolutely zero,
Yeah,
job
you
covering
don't.
or
Yeah, you
talking
never
about.
you never hear about it.
Yeah, I don't, dude.
Never hear
I
about
haven't
it.
really heard anyone else ever. Like maybe there's a couple, but talking about dollar cost averaging. Like I literally might be one of the only ones. And I think it's just because everyone's very caught up in like the whole, what's the next best car, what's the next best whatever. And it's like you're gonna realize at some point that it's like what lesson I've learned, and I'm probably this is similar for you too. It's like the amount of money you make now, it's not that you can't make that again, but it's sometimes not forever. So like business is up and down. Like everyone that
Exactly.
thinks it's just
Yep.
this up game, like people might look at me and just think it's
Exactly.
this up. Completely not true. Like I have to take steps back so then I can go up forward
Yeah.
again. And when
Exactly.
people take that step down, sometimes they're caught in a scenario where they've spent all their money on just crap. So now it
Exactly.
completely kills them and they're like underwater,
Exactly.
you know?
Exactly. They have no more momentum. Now they have to start from zero.
And that's, imagine how hard that is. Like,
Yeah.
I always say the same. I was telling you this
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
before. I was like at the mastermind event that we did here in person with all the guys in the mastermind. I told them, I said, I'm getting rich once, I'm never getting rich again. You know, and that's a saying I live by. And it's because why would I ever want to go put myself through the beginning phases of what it was? It was already hard enough, right? You know, it's like I'm beyond that. Like I want to just enjoy, kind of like what you were saying. You know, like
Yeah.
enjoy the fruits of your
Exactly.
labor and keep the momentum. Don't get it stopped.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I think it's big things. Do you have any I guess tips for investing? I mean, I've been investing in the market since I was like 13 or 14. I don't know when you started.
I started when I was 17.
Okay.
Those were my first investments. Any tips for investing is just keep the ball rolling. Like I said with business, keep putting money in, like money in, no money out. And then before you know it, with compound interest, let's say $1,000 is going to be 1,500, and then 2,000, and then 2,500, and then 4,000, and then 6,000, 7, 8, and
Yeah.
just you put it in, you forget about it, and when push comes to shove, if you need, then you have something to back yourself on if like something
Million
big
percent.
happens.
Yep.
But for
Exactly.
the
Just
most
put it
part,
aside.
you just put it aside exactly,
Yeah.
and then
Cool. Cool. Cool.
you can also put it in dividend stocks in dividend kings, so you get paid monthly just by doing
Hmm.
just sitting at home. That's very interesting. So it's another sort of cash flow. That's why I like it.
Yeah. 1,000%. We're super similar in that way. You know, like everyone who knows me in person, like even guys in the mastermind event who were here, we're joking around, but it's like I don't own a car. I technically don't even own an apartment. I don't rent an apartment or anything. Like I do technically short term, but my business partner, he's the one who pays this thing. Like I of course split it when I'm here, but like I'm not locked in any lease. I hate having obligations and things like watches, they're cool. Other than that, I don't want headaches. You know, it's just like it's not worth it for me. And I know you're a similar way, and I'd rather just invest it. So maybe
Exactly.
if people get something away from this video, of course, from a lot of the business knowledge you talked about, it's be smart with finances because the money you're making now, it might not be forever. And that's just
Well,
like,
it's not forever. Like that's
yeah,
the harsh truth.
exactly. Yeah. And
Sooner or
people don't
later,
really
especially
plan.
with this business model, like people don't realize with AI, you really need to be quick because we're gonna come to a point where AI is working for AI. Like we're gonna get replaced by what we're creating. It's gonna be a
Isn't that
scary day,
crazy?
but I mean, what do you rather? Being the one getting replaced or being the one replacing?
Yep.
Where there's opportunity, there's money to be made, you just jump in. Just
Yep.
waste no time because if you don't do it, somebody else is gonna do it, and by the time
100%.
you're getting to it, opportunity's gone.
1,000%. Cool. Well, I think maybe we can almost conclude here. I know Loic, you're on Instagram, so I'll link your Instagram in the description of this video. You're going to start posting on there, hopefully soon. If you're not already, I don't think you are. Maybe just I feel like you're a pretty low key guy. I know I messaged you a couple times to chat here, and of course you wanted to do it. And you know, keep crushing it, bro. I don't know if you want to leave the audience with any last words of anything, but maybe advice to you. Kind of already gave advice to the guy starting, but just
Well,
anything.
yeah, I could. The biggest piece of advice I live by is the hardest days are the ones where you have to do the most. So no matter what happens, and I'm speaking from experience, no matter what happens, you just keep pushing. You just get up out of bed because if you don't do it when it's hard, you're not going to do it when it's easy because it's never going to be easy. So just do it when it's hard. You keep pushing, and like I said, things are just going to be falling into place, man.
Million
Just
percent.
let time do its thing.
Yeah.
Everything. I'm a big believer that everything is written. I don't know if you believe in God or anything, but in
Yeah.
my book, everything is written. So just
Yeah. I would say
keep
I'm probably
pushing.
I'm pretty Christian. I don't know about you, but I'm okay publicly saying I don't really care. I know a lot of people get very stingy over that, but that's kind of what I've grown up to be. But yeah, dude, it was amazing to speak with you on here. Obviously, value and knowledge, like just getting where you're at with the method you've used, outreach. Like I'm normally the guy who says don't do outreach. Obviously, you found a way to make it work, and I've never said it won't work. I've just said it's much harder to make it work unless you do something super unique, kind of like you did here within your industry. So, congrats to you, bro. Hopefully 50, 100K a month soon. So obviously you'll be in the mastermind. You'll keep posting. And
Of course.
yeah, dude, it was amazing to chat here. And hopefully the audience got some context as well. And I'll speak with you soon.
Of course,
Peace.
take care.